What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to FIFA 22. We're here. We're doing Squad Builder Showdown. We're doing it on 99 rated Barcelona Lewandowski, which is very exciting. We're joined by Cabs, and like I said, we're back on FIFA 22. We've been running the Retro Squad Builder Showdown series. That is every Monday, but sometimes you just got to, just to a FIFA 22 Squad Builder Showdown. We still got like a month of it left, but we are at the end of August. You usually start getting early access and bits and bobs like that at the end of September. So we're getting there, Cabs. We're getting there.
Slowly but surely, mate, and I'm very much looking forward to it.
I'm actually really excited, and I think I've said this in a video, so we won't go too far and too deep into it. I'm very excited both for this year as the last year of FIFA and for next year as the first year of not FIFA.
True. It's going to be very interesting to see like how it transitions, what's going to be different, what's new that they can now do because they don't have either the weight of FIFA as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like the overarching thing of having to do what they say because your game's named after them.
Exactly. So hopefully it not only improves things, we get loads of new things that maybe they couldn't have done because they had the branding of FIFA, right?
I feel like we're already kind of going that way. Have you seen hero cards for next year are as if they've been done in partnership with Marvel? Or literally have been done in partnership with Marvel, because EA did have a partnership with Marvel as well, didn't they?
Absolutely, yeah. So it's little things like that. Maybe that's like a little bit of a taster of what's to come with like different brands or different promos in the future to bring that in. And that stuff like that is so interesting.
It's very Fortnite-esque.
Yeah, true.
In fact, it is quite literally done in partnership with Marvel. It says Marvel on the thing. I was thinking, ooh, they've played off that quite a bit after doing the Marvel promo. No, it literally says FUT 23 Marvel Heroes, and they've all got like, Landon Donovan is the Brave, and Marquisio is Il Principino, Sunstrike for Fallout. They literally all be made Marvel superheroes and got their own comic book thing. It does look pretty badass, I have to say. So it's very Fortnite, and I'm very excited to see how this is gonna progress next year when we like dip the toe in. But also going forward. However, for now, it is still FIFA 22 Cabs. We are still making videos on it. We're making some retro stuff. We're doing some FIFA 22 stuff. We're ticking over, taking it a bit slow, and then we're gonna go crazy when the new game comes out. So I hope you guys are excited for that. Subscribe to the channel so they pop up. Shall we jump in? And 99 rated he is, by the way, Cabs, we should mention. 5-star weak foot. He does look crazy.
He looks absolutely nuts. I'm a little bit disappointed they haven't given him 5-star skills, though. I feel like it's the end of August. Why not just give everybody 5-star skills so we can all have fun and have skillitis, you know?
Fair. Yeah, there is that.
But overall, I mean, the card looks absolutely filthy, doesn't it, really?
At Barcelona as well. There was a proper weird transfer drama, that one.
Well, did you see the weekend just gone? I'm obviously not sure when this video goes out, but they couldn't sign Koundé in time to actually play for Barcelona. And if it gets to a certain stage, he'll be allowed to leave on a free if they can't register him. So Chelsea may end up getting their man.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's the current state of things from what I read. So, which is mental when you think about it.
That's actually mental.
Like they've paid 50 million euros, and if they're not careful, he can walk out on a free.
Laporte will be running around pulling all sorts of levers to try and get extra money. That's what they call them. It's like, we've activated the lever, and they've sold like their TV rights and stuff like that. Proper mental. But yeah, Lewandowski at Barcelona. I think I've told this story before. Once I had dinner with Lewandowski. Nice guy.
Really? Oh, I didn't even know that. That's sick.
I didn't talk to him very much, but on the same table.
That's cool.
I've definitely told it. Yeah, I've 100% told this story to a couple of shit, and people are going to be in the comment section like, not this story again. You're like my nan. But I went to this was a long time ago now. A new viewers to Squad Builder Showdown might have heard this story. I went to a Nike event in Germany when I'm talking 6 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that.
Oh, so this is way before Havertz as well.
Okay, see them. Let me make sure you can see it. Let me get my camera up. Oh yeah, the Havertz thing was with EA. So Havertz is on the wall there, the signed card. People are asking me why Havertz is on it. It's not quite in focus. If I go like this, I'm currently on the floor. See, my camera's not focused on me, and you can now see that the Havertz card is signed. Anyway, when I come back up, it will focus back on my face. There we go, and we get the lovely depth of field. But them orange and green boots there, when Nike launched them, they flew me out to Germany to train with Miroslav Klose, which is pretty cool. Oof. He was running a training session, yeah. And then interview Harry Kane.
Oh wow, Harry Kane back then. Oh,
because he's a Nike player, and I think it was Kane. There was Cavani. There was Klose. Can't remember who the other people were. But anyway, made a video of Harry Kane. This is years and years and years and years ago to promote these new boots. But they then took us all out for dinner afterwards, after this event. So, like, we flew in the night before. In the morning, we got up, went to this training session, played with the actual footballers, got coached by Closer and stuff like that, tried out the boots, went and did the PR content and filming and bits and bobs like that. And then they took us all out for dinner. And there was loads of different people. So it was like UK, YouTube football scene. There's a few people from that, some from Spain, some from Germany, some from France, some from all the different languages around the world, basically, that Nike wanted to market these boots to. We go to the restaurant, we're dilly-dallying. Classic me, late for everything. And when we get in, there's like French group have already shotgunned a table. Nike had rented out this whole restaurant for us, basically. It was like a Bavarian, German, steak and beers and all well nice. But actually, again, I've definitely told this story. Lewandowski's missus had planned the whole meal because she's his nutritionist. So he's born in 88. What's that make him now? 34?
Yeah.
And he's still a goal-scoring machine. And apparently he puts that down to his Nike boots, of course, but no, he puts that down to his wife being his nutritionist and really looking after herself and stuff like that. So she designed this whole menu for everyone to try, which is really cool. Anyway, we walk in. There's not really anywhere to sit. And then I'm like, okay, the French guys have got a table there. The German guys have got a table there. Spanish guys have got a table. What are we going to do? And there's only me and like a couple of other people from the UK. I was talking to Tom yesterday when I was down in London. He was saying YouTubers are like a group of people who are always just up for doing whatever and just... I was at 2K Studios to try out the new golf game in London. We are properly going off on one now. Welcome to Pod Builder Show.
We love it, mate.
New podcast. Yeah. I was at 2K Studios to try out the new golf game. We get into their offices and they're like, we're just going to sort some bits and bobs out, go into this room, there's some snacks and drinks or whatever. Other people would just go in and just sort of sit down and be like, waiting for the event to start. We spotted a pool table and a table tennis table. So we're like going through the cupboards to find the table tennis rackets and stuff in this office to play table tennis and stuff. And Tom was like, normal people wouldn't do this. This is like such a YouTuber thing where you're like, oh, let's do stuff. And like, you're just not bothered and just go and do it. Cause I don't know if it's because you got to be like, put yourself out there when you're on the camera, that then transcends into your everyday life. It's like, I could just sit in this seat or I could go and find the table tennis rackets and play table tennis. So the 2K guys come back down and we're playing table tennis in their office. Anyway, I think that made me see just open table with a few people sitting on it. It's like, oh, sounds, we'll go sit on that one. Come on. We go over and sit down. And I was like, you right, mate? And just said hello to this guy next to me. And I was like, oh, I'm Andy. Like, said hello and whatever. And then I was like, oh, what do you do for Nike or whatever? And chatting. And he's like, oh, well, I am the global lead in marketing. And I was like,
he's a higher up.
I don't know. Like, I was like, oh, what about this guy? He's like, oh, yeah, he's the CEO. And I was like,
you sat on the table with the big boys.
Yeah. And then Lewandowski come and sat down on the table because he would come and sit with Nike CEO and stuff when he was turning up to the dinner that his wife had prepared. So Lewandowski and his wife came and sat down, and a couple of other the like EMEA marketing guys and stuff like that. So proper nice meal. Unreal food. Didn't really speak to Lewandowski very much. Just kind of said hello and chatted to the Nike guys. But that's the story of how I guess technically everyone there had dinner with Lewandowski, but I, for some being me, walks was like, oh, there's a seat. Come on. And we all went and sat down at this table we definitely shouldn't have been on, but the people at Nike were absolutely fine about it and proper sounded like, yeah, come sit down, don't worry, we've got some spare seats. And I'm like, I'll have a beer. And then like there's the board of Nike sat on this table.
That's one of those like one of life's really peculiar moments, but also like to fathom sitting on the table with not only like the CEO, the head of marketing, Lewandowski's just on the other side of the table. It's like, what?
I've made the titles up, but it was essentially that. It was it was mad. But then they're just people. Like people. Yeah. I could properly go off on one phrase about this. People idolize other people. People are just people.
Very, very true. There's got to be maybe like because we're in sort of a position we're in, you're surrounded by people who have like a following or something like that. But even for me, there's probably like maybe a handful of people in the world where I'd be like, oh my God, if they were stood in front of you, right? So say for me, Ronaldo's still one of them. Do you have anybody like that for you? Maybe someone in the golf world or like
the golf world,
you know, like Tiger. So Tiger Woods, maybe would you not stand there and be like, oh my God, wow, that's kind of mad?
Genuinely, hands on heart, not a single person in the world. There's people in the world that I would like to talk to, and I think it'd be cool to meet, but I don't think I would ever be like, oh my God, look at it.
Okay, yeah, I guess like if you're from the second part of that, yeah, I wouldn't be like that, but I'd be like, oh my God, that's.
But even like starstruck and be like, oh my God, that's Ronaldo. I like, you see people at like restaurants and walking around and be like, oh my God, and like, I don't really get it. I don't know if it sounds arrogant, but people kind of do that to me. I was coming out of Lime Street yesterday, been down to London to go to that golfing. Shout out to the guy who I met it, by the way, and sorry for running away. I had to catch the next train to get home. I was like, nice to meet you. Yeah, mate, sorry, ready to go, gotta catch a train. But I was running to Liverpool Central to get the local train home.
To be fair, you were nice enough to actually kind of stop a little bit and say hello as well. But some other people might not do that.
Oh my God. And I was like, I have my AirPods in and I've just got them new ones. bit of a flex where it goes soundproof. Soundproof's the wrong word. Noise cancelling.
Noise cancellation.
You can turn noise cancelling on. So I've seen this guy like waving his arms, going crazy in front of me. I was like, hang on, is that for
What's
me?
going
I
on?
took
Yeah.
my AirPods out and he's like, oh my god, I was just watching Squabble the Show and I can't believe I've bumped into you, like going crazy. And I was like, so it's,
Yeah.
I get it, but because I am just. This is such a podcast. Sorry, Harry. He's got to edit all this and me talking absolute rubbish. I am, to me, just me. Like, I'm not special. Quite good at making videos. People seem to like them. But just a guy. But to that guy that I bumped into, it was really nice. I assume he's going to watch this one as well. Hello. Really nice to meet you. He was like, oh my God, that's Andy. Oh, and was like proper crazy. I was like, I don't get it because I know that I'm just some guy who makes YouTube videos. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just
Absolutely.
a person.
Yeah.
So then people go the same, like I'm sure Barcelona fans will go mental when Lewandowski, I'm not comparing myself to Lewandowski, obviously he's way more successful at football than I am at YouTube, but it's the same thing, just on a different scale, isn't it? Like, they're like, oh my God, it's Lewandowski, and it's like, it's just Lewandowski, like, he's just a guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
I
don't
do
really
get
it.
where you're coming from though. It does make sense. Maybe would you have said a few years ago before YouTube would have started and you had a following and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Would you have then
yeah,
gone,
100%. So I absolutely understand it. But having been on the opposite side of that relationship, I guess.
Yeah, you now understand
in my
it
head,
a lot
I'm
more.
like, why is this guy going mad? It's just me. Which I'm sure Lewandowski, I mean, some people probably buy into their own hype. I've got like massive egos and stuff, but he seemed like quite a nice guy. I'm sure he's like, this is mental. I'm just a guy who plays football.
Absolutely, yeah.
Whereas I'm like, this is mad. I'm just a guy who like makes some YouTube videos. But people still go crazy. I'm like, can I get a picture of her and all this stuff? Which is really nice. And of course you can. And I guess you're right. When I was younger, I would have 100% been like that if I'd have bumped into Leighton Baines or someone like that when I was like
or Leon
15. Or like Everton players or people from my favourite films or my favourite bands and stuff like that. Imagine I met Busted when I was like 12. I'd have gone mad.
Oh yeah, you would have gone mental. Still, that's why I say I'm kind of the exact same as you, but there is probably Ronaldo. I'd be like, wow, that's from my childhood. He was my hero, right? So it's still, even at the age of 24, I don't care to admit that I'd still be like, wow,
it's
that's
absolutely fine.
so
it's fair enough. There's nothing wrong with it. I just haven't been on the opposite side of the relationship. You can kind of extrapolate that to everyone else as well.
Yeah. I have to try and find someone who you absolutely love, maybe.
I mean, people can. That's a good game for the comment section, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder if somebody could name a person. There's definitely people who I would be like, I don't know what to say to this person. Like, I don't know how to connect to this person on any sort of level. Like, I've got quite good at when people first used to stop me and ask for pictures and stuff like that. I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. Like, this is so weird. Yeah. Whereas now I've got quite good at small talk, I guess, and just being able to ask people.
But it's also more normal as well, isn't it? Like the first one that you ever have is probably the weirdest one because you're like, wait, what? You watch me? What? That does you can't fathom it. But now it's more of a normal thing when you're out. It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah. I met Jimmy Carr once when I went to one of his shows. He was in the lobby afterwards. It struck me. I think I was doing YouTube, but this was like way before like I had any sort of a following at all. Probably at like 10k subs. Yeah. It really stuck with me how absolutely incredible he was at small talk and at making you feel like you actually were human, a part of the conversation. Even though I knew who he was, obviously I'd just been to his show. He had literally no idea who I was, but still made me feel like I was a part of the conversation, like on the same level, if that made sense.
Yeah, of course. So, yeah. Because you do get some people that have that level of fame, but that sort of, they don't really want to be talking to anyone. And then you have the really nice ones, like your example there, where they're really genuine and down to earth.
I like to try and be good at the small talk and stuff there. Sometimes, like I said, I have got a train to catch. I'm going to have to say hello, shake your hand and run away. I've got better, I guess. I'm obviously not Jimmy Carr levels at it. It really struck me how like incredibly good he was at talking to people and instantly, like he was just out in the lobby after the show and you could go and I can't remember if he'd written a book and he was like signing stuff for people and you could just go say hello and get a selfie and whatever, like standard stuff. But he was like so good at like just talking to people. So I don't know why I started that line of thing, but I try to like be chatty to people and say hello and stuff, but it is just me and it is still kind of weird that people want to take pictures of me. So I guess it's kind of oh, that's what I was saying. I wouldn't know what to say if I met like Barack
Tiger
Obama.
Woods or Lewis Hamilton. Oh, okay.
No, because I could talk to Tiger Woods because I talked to him about golf. And I could talk to Lewis Hamilton because I had very rudimentary understanding of golf and F1 compared to Lewis Hamilton and Tiger Woods. But you could still talk to him about it.
True. Yeah,
if
yeah,
I
'cause,
met
yeah, there is like
Barack Obama or someone like that, I wouldn't know how to, like, what to talk to him. Like, what have I got in common with Barack Obama?
Very true. He may love golf as well.
I mean, maybe
You
he
never
does. And
know,
that's probably
probably
what I
does.
would talk to him about. Or, like,
You have to find that common ground with people sometimes,
yeah.
right?
And I've got quite good at it with when you bump into random people, asking them who they support, because they probably support football if they know who I am, what's their favourite FIFA, what cards they've been using this year, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be starstruck if I met Barack Obama, but I'd probably be like, what the fuck do I say to this guy?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I do. Absolutely do, yeah.
Anyway, that's a very interesting tangent, I guess.
A little bit, yeah.
Do need a podcast. We keep saying this. I recorded the kind of podcasty type video on FG's channel. I'm not sure how it did. Currently searching YouTube to find out. But we should probably do some Squabble the Showdown, and we should probably, Harry, make sure that there's a timestamp for this part of the video. Some people are going to love that, and some people are going to cry in the comment section. So hopefully there's a timestamp. If there's not, blame Harry. That's your two things in the comment section. Blame Harry, and try and think of a person that would make me starstruck.
I feel like the comment section is going to be full of like Celine Dion and people like that now.
Celine Dion. How did your brain just go to Celine Dion?
I don't know.
Sorry, like I went Barack Obama.
I mean, would you not? Celine Dion probably not, maybe, but I don't know. Adele, maybe. There you go.
Again, probably wouldn't be starstruck. She wouldn't really have much in common with Adele, I don't think, to have a chat to her.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
It'd be as far as, you're right, Adele. Yeah, sound.
It'd be an interesting conversation to listen to, at least, right?
I'm sure she's really nice.
Yeah,
but
true.
if I'm like betting on people to have things in common with, I'm not sure Adele would be one of them.
Maybe. You never know.
But you never know.
Yeah, she could be a massive football fan for all we know. Or she could be a massive Formula 1 fan.
Or golf. Maybe she loves
yeah.
YouTube. Maybe she's massive on TikTok or something. I don't know.
She could be watching Squad Builder Showdown right now.
Maybe. But then that's, again, goes back to my point on it. Like, maybe Lewandowski watches Squad Builder Showdown because he's just a guy. Do you know what I mean?
True.
Like,
Absolutely.
He's just a person. Maybe Barack Obama does. Maybe that's what I could talk to Barack Obama. Imagine Barack Obama. He must watch. I mean, I guess he probably doesn't. He's like 55 or 60 or something, isn't he? But his kids definitely do.
Well, that's probably how, like, most of these other footballers or celebs know about YouTube and stuff, because of their kids a lot of the time, as if they don't watch it themselves.
Anyway, Mr. Kerbs.
Yes.
Formation.
The formation I would like today, Mr. Dross, is the 4-3-2-1.
Funny you should say that, Mr. Kerbs.
Oh, no.
Because that's what's written on my whiteboard, mate. We're off to a flyer.
No.
It might have took us 35 minutes to get here, but you will be playing 3-1-4-2, mate.
That's actually grim.
Do you know what I want?
I'd love to know what you want, please. Oh, why would you give me that?
4-3-3-4.
Interesting. Are you sure you don't want to go the 4-3-2-1?
Absolutely not. Neither of us will be going that formation as much as you'd like to.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for giving me the 3-1-4-2. I'm chuffed to bits with that.
It's a good way to end off the podcast and start Squabble the Show on that.
Now I get to guess the rest of your team, so happy days.
Should we jump in?
Let's go.
Right then, in we go. If you enjoyed the chit chat, I'm glad you did. If you've used the timestamps, welcome to actual Squabble the Showdown. This is what happens when we don't do 22 Squabble the Showdown, like current FIFA Squabble the Showdown for ages, because we spend the other ones just talking about nostalgia, essentially. And I guess this is because Lewandowski, I got very sidetracked with my Lewandowski story.
It was a good story, to be fair. So
It is a good story. I apologise if you've heard it before, and I apologise. Some people just want to see us play the game. The wonderful game of Squabble the Showdown, sponsored, of course, by the wonderful FOTMob, who, football chat, Kerbs, Lewandowski, of course, to Barca. You saying Koundé, not to Barca. Casemiro to Man United.
Indeed. My boys, I've got the shirt on,
Kind
mate.
of, but I don't want to say no one. We've sold Richarlison. We've brought in Cody and Tarkovsky on a free.
Which is very good business, to be fair. Especially on a free. Yeah.
We spent the Richarlison money on McNeil and Onana. Vinagre's coming on loan, but I think it's loan with an obligation to buy. I'm not 100% sure. It could be option. We might be selling Anthony Gordon. If you guys want to keep up to date as well, you guys can see my transfers thing here for Everton. If we hop over, if we go to the Prem, you can see the table. You can use FOTMob for all of your football needs. FOTMob actually provide the stats for Sky Sports now as well, which is pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they're
That's
like,
really cool.
if you go on the matches, like, so if you go to Liverpool Man U yesterday, we go on the stats, it's got like crazy in-depth level of stats. The expected goals, you can click through the different shots to see who's shooting from where, how much of an expected goal it was from that position, all crazy stuff like that. Very, very cool. But you can also just use it if you're not crazy into stats to keep up with all of the stuff. Anyway, what we are talking about in terms of keeping up with all of the FOTMobby stuff, there's a link to download it down in the description, by the way. FOTMob is the official partner of Squabble the Showdown. Transfers to Man U, Kerbs. Casemiro, 50 mil. Is that true?
It is.
Bloody hell. I mean, it is true. It's on FOTMob, but
Yeah, we've had to throw money to get the players or the caliber of players that we need. That's all we have. We do not have pull right now. Not in the Champions League. Very
True.
poor start to the season. Money talks.
I
And the
guess I'm saying
challenge.
it's true. It's on FOTMob. They don't always release the fees, do they? So it's like
Yeah.
50 mil. But that is crazy. Contract till 2026 as well. Give him a 3-year contract. He's 30.
Indeed. So
Probably on about 600 grand a week, no, Man U.
it's 350, so it's quite a significant amount still. But you know what we're like with wages, we always overpay regardless. But it's one of those. I feel like it's a signing that we needed, and would we have rather have spent that money on Casemiro than Rabiot?
Definitely.
Seems like a no-brainer, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of money, but I'm very happy with it, if I'm honest.
Fair. That is fair. By the time you're watching this video, transfer deadline day will be in the next week. So get FOTMob. Keep up to date with all the news. Keep up to date with all the transfers. Everton are selling Anthony Gordon for 60 mil. Who are we going to waste that money on?
Are we going to get Frankie de Jong?
No.
Thanks. It still scarred me from last time when you scored with him in the last minute. That one hurt to the core.
Anyway, we're back on football and transferring, player pick and track. Squad Builder Showdown, sponsored by FOTMobbing. It's all good. Shall we pick some players, Kebs? You've only got one striker, mate.
I do.
Who do you want?
I was going to go with one of two ways, mate. I was either going to go funny and go for your mate Harry Kane, but I'm going to decide
that
against
Footy's Griezmann?
it. It's not.
It's a terrible, terrible joke. Harry Kane! Terrible joke. Sorry. Carry on.
I was trying to save you from it. But I'm going to go for his Barcelona teammate. A man that has a lot of pace, and it's Adama Traore, shapeshifter.
I put his Barcelona teammate. A man who's got a lot of pace.
Oh, no.
Fantasy foot Dembele.
Oh, I forgot that card existed.
And he's only 100k now. So you could have tried him out.
I could have. Actually, well, to be fair, I packed him in Tom's video the other day, and I discarded him on the same day. So I've tried him once, and he's gone. So Adama's in my club, so I used him.
You may have him.
Thanks, mate. What would you like?
I would like to try out, because I did him thinking maybe I'll do Squad Builder Showdown with Danny Aarons or something like that, or some other Spurs fan. I think Danny Aarons is like the only Spurs fan in the world, isn't he, actually? When I think about it. Anyway, jokes aside, Gareth Bale, end of an era. It's coming to the end of FIFA. I don't think that video is going to happen, so I'm going to... He's got 5-star skills, so we're going to pop him in this squad. Hopefully. 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 And then on the other side, I'll have Ansu Fati, please.
For Christ's sake! I wrote 2 Barcelona wingers thinking, oh yeah, he's going to have to go for one of them surely if he's sneaky and tries to go for the strong
Ferran
link.
Torres and Aubameyang, mate.
Aubameyang and Ousmane Dembele.
Ooh, close.
So yeah,
Not
you can
close
have,
enough.
you can have your fatty and you can have your golf boy as well.
Nice. It's like me at the moment. Oh, self-deprecating weight jokes. I've actually been losing weight. It's going
Same.
well. I've had a dodgy
Nice.
week going down to London and going down to London again for Oakley's birthday and stuff. Drinking too many beers, eating too many unhealthy meals. But I was looking back, flicking through Squad Builder Showdowns when we were doing the retro ones. I was very confused as to why I had no players basically in my club on FIFA 18. So I've been flicking through and double checking like which console each one's on. I look well fat in some of them.
Oh really?
Yeah, like my face looks so round. I mean, it still does a little bit because I'm not like ripped, but looking better, I think.
I'd like to agree and say that I'm kind of down the same path as well, mate.
Nice. You've been smashing gym, haven't you?
Absolutely. And last week, I was in pain, a lot of it. So we keep
First
we
chest
keep-
session back when you literally can't move your arms is so
Yeah. Oh.
so funny, but so horrendous at the same time.
It's then when you try and do normal daily things, and you're like,
You realise
why-
how much
why
you
am
use
I-
like your chest muscles for just
Yeah.
random stuff that you'd never even imagine.
I'm like, oh yeah, let me just grab this, and I'm like, ow, and then it's like you go to open the door, and it's like, how is this muscle even being used? It's dumb. I hate it.
Yeah, I've been slacking on the gym. I haven't been done a proper gym session in a while, so I am looking forward to getting back into it, but also not looking forward to quite literally that, like, you're like this with your chest and you're just picking up your PlayStation controller and it uses your pec as like a stabilizing muscle and you're like, oh. Not excited for that.
It's not great. It's not fun.
Should we move on to the midfield, Kebs?
Let's do it. And I want to guess this time.
In we go to the midfields then, mate. I'll go first this time.
Okay. All right.
We still haven't had unlimited, repeatable 85 times 10s It's kind of doing my head in.
That was very painful for me last year as well. I did like a 7-hour stream trying to get Team of the Year Bruno Fernandes, first owner, for our video. Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
Pain. No. Every other card on the game are pretty much packed except for that.
We've got a month left. Come on, give it to us. It's fun. It lets you go and be able to do the Mendys and the St. Maximans and the Neymars, and everyone can do them and just enjoy the end of FIFA.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
However, I've been doing some of them and some SBCs and stuff, and one of the things that I pulled out of it was a FUT Captain's Sergio Busquets, who actually looks usable for Busquets as Busquets. Busquets is usable, Kerbs. He has 84 pace, 87 agility, and 84 balance.
It's an interesting perfect link, mate.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got him on the other side, but that's not a bad idea, actually. I could do that.
Ooh. Interesting pick then, mate, is what I'll say.
What I'm going to do, I can, is pick one of my favourite players on this game. And one of my streets I'll never forget, cult hero, kind of, wasn't actually super good, but I did kind of like him, players for Everton. Gerard Deulofeu.
Ooh, Udinese card. Very nice.
Team of the season moments. And then this one's going to be a bit of a stinker because strong links to Deulofeu aren't great. So I'm going to pick a man who should be absolutely sensational. And I really hope that he is on FIFA 23 and that the game's a bit different. I haven't had a chance to play it or the beta or anything like that yet. So I'm not sure. Moments Xavi. One of the greatest midfielders ever. And this man's icon cards cost 25k at the start of the game because he's terrible, I think. So, not really sure why I've picked him. Literally just for the strong link to Deulofeu, to be honest with you. But
fair enough.
we'll give him a well. Doesn't fill me with hope, but it does fill me with a strong link for Deulofeu. So, there he is.
Yeah, needs must, mate, is the term that comes to mind. I've got Thiago written down.
Okay.
Eden Hazard written down. And Luka Modric.
Nice. I also is one of the players that I've packed in 85 times tennis team of the season, Modric. Very, very good.
He is, but you didn't put him in your team.
But
so,
I didn't, no.
Fuming.
We are also doing Squad Showdown on Kerbs' channel. Next to my Modric, you can see Gravenberch moments at Bayern with 5-star skills. Go and check that out on Kerbs' channel.
Would you like to know who I want then as well,
I'd
mate?
love to know, mate.
Well, funnily enough, I was actually going to go for Xavi at CDM.
Get your own ideas, Kerbs.
It was a great idea, but I'm still going to go with something along the lines of it. So, my left centre mid, I'm going to go for Team of the Season, Pedri.
Ooh, okay.
Right centre mid, I would like to go for End of an Era, Juan Mata.
Okay.
And in CDM, I was going to go Xavi just to give Mata the strong link, and then obviously he doesn't need any more links. So, do we have Xavi or do we go for
Pep Guardiola?
Pep Guardiola? That's what I'm thinking, but Pep Guardiola looks stinky, so I'm just going to... you know what? I'm going to go with my original plan, and I'm going to stick with Xavi, mate,
You're going to
because...
stick with Xavi?
I am. I'm going to make sure my Xavi is better than your Xavi.
Ooh.
So, can I...
My dad's bigger than your dad.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
I mean,
exactly that.
Statistically speaking, he probably was.
Yeah.
Just because you're 5'4" and I'm not.
Hey, no, okay, right. Let's not violate. I'm 5'6". All right. But listen, this is disgraceful.
Fair play. You've just copied me.
I have, but it was in my plan to do so, and I was like, oh, we're gonna go with the young Xavi with the actual Xavi, and then Juan Mata because you know I'm never gonna be able to use him again.
You've copied my Xavi, and you've copied the first two names on my whiteboard. You see that, Pedri? You see that? Hello, my name is Twan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Get them the hell out of there, Kebs. No, I did enjoy that time where Juan Mata was a YouTuber for a little bit and filmed a video of JMX, or JMax as he called him, and KSI. That was interesting. Hello, my friends. Today we do crossbar challenge. I hear of my friend KSI and JMax.
I am so sad, though. I can't believe
you just got dirty doubled, mate. We're glossing over that fact because I'm doing Juan Mata impressions, but you've just lost 2 midfielders.
Ah.
You're never going to be able to use Juan again.
I know.
That was your Juan last time.
Stop making Juan jokes. This is painful for me.
Another Juan bites the dust. Dun-dun-dun.
I just wanted to use him one more time. That's all I wanted.
Well, you can have a world-class outfielder, actually. Got loads of assists for Brentford. David De Gea.
Fantastic. Yeah. Brilliant. Wonderful. Thanks. Great. Cheers. For God's sake, man. Yeah, and who would you like to give me at left centre mid?
You're a bronze La Liga.
Ideally Barcelona as well.
Bronze Barcelona.
If you want to be really kind.
I don't know if that exists. Let me have a look.
There's a right winger, if you want to give me him.
There's
Bronze
loads of
common.
silvers, to be fair.
Yeah, Nico
You can have
Gonzalez.
Ruiz, Atil.
All right, mate. Thank you very much. That's wonderful. My midfield looks brilliant.
I mean, this video is probably at length already because we talk so much at the start. So you could probably just end it here if you want, and I'll just pick 3 players to discard.
Oh, well, out of my 5 players,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can just rage quit right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's funny because I'm still
I'll go
going to win
centre
in the
defensive
game.
mid, left striker, right striker.
Yeah, cool. GG's. I'll see you next year for Squad Builder Showdown, mate.
Fullbacks? Oh, wait, you don't have any.
I've got left mid, right mid instead.
Had to get one more little dig in.
I haven't even got a position change matter, so I can't even try and troll you and put him there.
That was the second one. Shall we jump in to the next stage?
I think that's a great idea, mate. I need to rescue this somehow, some way.
Right, we're powering through this now, Mr. Kerbal.
We are, mate.
Who do you want? Let's Dirty double you again.
Oh, gee, I really, really hope not. At right mid, my friend, I would love to go for Jadon Sancho, but I'm not going to do so because I feel like that is very obvious. So, I am going to go to the Arsenal. They've had a very, very good start to their season, may I add. And we're going to go for Bukayo Saka. Team of the season.
Okay.
I really don't like this. And I'm also going to go for his former teammate, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Thought you'd copy me again and go Ansu Fati. No dirty double then.
Oh, don't tell me you put Saka.
Makes a change for you, Mr. Kerbs.
There's... come on. Nah, there's no way you've put Saka.
You see that, Saka?
Oh my god, no. Nah, this is dumb. How?
You can have him.
Oh, thank God for that. Oh, wait, hang on. Does that mean you've got Aubameyang? Or
But I
did you
did
put
say
Fatty?
there wasn't a dirty... No, I did put Ansu Fati.
Oi, oi. This is like a role reversal. This is not... I normally do that to you in our episodes. And you've got me on strings. Thank you. Yes. Right.
Team
we've
of the
got-
season, Grimaldo. Player moments, Dest. I think he's got so baked, people have stopped writing him down.
Well,
Because no one ever writes... Everyone... No one ever picks him because he's got cards on both sides. So now it's got to the point where people have stopped writing him down because no one ever picks it. So I'm picking it. I'll have it. Get him in my squad.
well, fortunately, Andy, I wrote down Dani Alves
Told you.
and Dest.
Oh, come on, Kerbs. Grow up. It's August, you sweatbag.
And I've got Aubameyang chasing down Ter Stegen. Come on. Wait, hang on. No, I'm not. I ain't gonna do
You're not going to Stegen.
that. They've got a stinkier goalkeeper somewhere, haven't they? Hang about. Oh. Oh, yes, they do. Even better. 35 speed. Inaki Pena, please, mate. You can have him.
Got him in my club already. What a guy.
There you go. 35 speed against Aubameyang's 99. I now have a chance in the game.
Aubameyang's
Cheers,
about
pal.
to sign for Chelsea, isn't he? Have you seen that?
He is. It's so weird. Like, he's gone Barcelona for 6 months. Same as Adama Traore. He's now back at Wolves as well, but now he's going to Chelsea. I feel like Arsenal fans won't be happy with that.
Yeah, have you watched the Arsenal documentary?
Yes, I think I've got 1 episode left.
Okay, I
to
got
go.
2 episodes to go. And obviously, Aubameyang is now gone at the point that I'm up to. I would say spoiler alert, but it's based on real life. Like, these things have already happened.
Yeah, this is true.
So, that was an interesting situation to see play out. And I actually kind of respect Arteta for not giving him leeway because he's the captain. Holding him to higher standards, I guess, than everyone else, because he should be setting the example. And I'll be honest, I don't know how successful his time in Barcelona's been. I don't watch any La Liga at all.
I don't think
Do watch the Champions League, but Barcelona don't participate in that.
they failed in the Europa League miserably as well.
Yeah,
So-
I haven't really seen him. Found a lot of shots at Barcelona recently, but sorry, Barca fans. Yeah, I don't know how well it's gone. I mean, I'm looking on his foot bin because that's about as far as I can go. He's got 2 informs, and then he's also got 2 non-performance based cards. So I don't know.
I feel
He's
like
what,
the term, he was all right. Might
Yeah.
fit quite well.
How old's he now? Probably like 32 or something like that.
He's 33.
33.
Yes.
And Chelsea
18th
banned him
of
for
June.
20 mil.
Madness, isn't it? It's quite weird actually how like 10, 15 years ago, 33 was seen as like, oh yeah, you're borderline retirement now. But nowadays, there are so many players that are in their early to mid 30s
Sports
going
science,
for
innit? It's
mad,
crazy.
innit? Yeah. So maybe we'll see probably in our lifetime players playing right the way through till they're 40 or early 40s, like you've seen with Ibra and probably Cristiano Ronaldo as well.
It's interesting when you look at UFC, UFC is obviously not sport, it's an organization, but I watch the UFC. When you look at mixed martial arts, a lot of the champions are in their early to mid to, like, they're in their 30s basically.
Interesting.
And like the youngest champ you'll see in UFC is like mid to late 20s. Like there's obviously anomalies, but they're all a lot older than you actually think they are. So I don't know if it's to do with the type of sport. I don't know if it's because you need so much experience to learn so many different things. I don't really know, but it's interesting how the peak, I guess, in MMA seems to be early 30s, whereas your peak in football, you've always thought of people being like 26, 27.
It's different for different players, but yeah, you're right.
It seems like it's shifting, doesn't it? Like towards 30 is where footballers peak now.
Or their longevity of being very good is longer, rather than their like prime being a short period of time, then they drop off quite drastically.
Yeah.
A lot of players you're seeing have a great prime, and then they continue to be consistently good still, with a select few players, obviously.
Like Lewandowski, for example.
Yeah, exactly that, yeah.
Interesting. Like Kamaru Usman, who was pound for pound #1, and if he'd have beat Leon Edwards, and he was beating Leon Edwards as well, quite comfortably, until he got kicked in the head and got knocked out cold. If he'd have won that fight, he would have tied the longest win streak in UFC history, and he's 35. Like, that's old for a footballer, but he was like the best MMA fighter on the planet, and I think he is. Obviously, he's getting a rematch straight away, and he's opened up favourites to win quite comfortably because he was winning very, very handily. And then that's MMA, innit? Leon Edwards kicked him in the head.
Yeah.
he got knocked out.
And you hit him in the right spot, that's it.
Yeah, exactly. But can Edwards do that again? I'm not so sure. I feel like, without going off on another one, Edwards fought very well in the first round. And in the 5th round as well, he actually started to press forward a little bit and had a lot more success. Maybe the fact that he is the champ in the rematch will give him a bit more confidence to not 2, 3, 4. All he did was back away. And he was hesitant, and he would look like they were talking about. He wouldn't look his coach in the eyes because he knew that he was flapping it. I guess like it's very easy to sit here and criticize Leon Edwards. I would have ran a million miles before even getting into the cage with Kamaru Usman. But in that moment, he wasn't doing the game plan that they'd set for him. So maybe he'll have a bit more confidence to do it in the rematch, and he'll have a lot more success. But Usman was handily winning, and he's 35. Like, it's interesting.
Very, very interesting.
Charles Oliveira is 32.
So yeah, it does sound like most of these are in their 30s.
Volkanovski, 33. It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. And obviously, we're actually starting to see it in football now as well.
Very interesting. Anyway, the final stage, mate. 2 centre-backs and a goalie for one of us. 3 centre-backs and a goalie for the other. All right, Mr. Kerbs, in we go.
Indeed.
First or second, I'll give you the choice.
Oh, get mine out of the way first, like a band-aid.
Very well known, of course, so being got out the way first are plasters.
Exactly. Yeah, doesn't really make sense, does it? But
Gonna rip it off like a band-aid is what you want, yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Right. My left centre-back, mate, I'm going to start from left to right. Left centre-back, we're going to start with a Shapeshifters Kalulu to try and deal with that Gareth Bale. Middle centre-back, we're going to go with Rafael Varane.
Bloody hell, okay.
I don't have his footies card, unfortunately, but I've got his flashback because, yeah.
As good, basically, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. My goalkeeper is going to be the man that we had a nice debate on in our last video, Mr. Mignon. And my right centre-back, we're going to go for another little bit of a meme, but it works perfectly for chemistry as well.
Meme?
Yeah. Do you remember the lovely song that a certain Chris Smalling and Phil Jones made? And you used to take the mick out of it all the time and say, Chris Smalling, and I'm Phil Jones.
I do, because I had a voice changer on my stream deck. That would make my voice sound like Chris Smalling. Yeah.
Exactly, mate. So we're going to go for moments, Phil Jones.
Okay. Skill Jones, what a man.
Exactly, mate. And it's a very nice, hopefully sneaky way of getting the 2 very nice defenders that I actually want.
So I put Tierney, Cody, Stones, and Manuel Neuer, because I thought you'd do something like that, and I went German instead of French.
Nice.
So Mignon, very much, and then Neuer and Chan or something like that.
Very, very nice.
Okay.
Nice. We get away with it, mate. Thank you very much.
I guess then, all that's left to do is finish this video how you started, by copying me. I'll have Kalulu.
Okay.
I'll have Mignon.
Yes.
And I'll have Tomori, I guess, for chemistry.
Fair enough. We've both got like a couple of bangers next to just it's August, Andy and Kerbs. What are you doing?
Yeah.
But fortunately for you, mate, I thought you'd go full rat. So I wrote down Marquinhos, Kimpembe, and Donnarumma.
Ooh, you went all in. What I could have done actually is
yeah.
put Kalulu on the left and gone Kunde, but
Could've
Tomori it is.
There you go, mate. I'm not happy with my formation. I don't really have any centre mids going alongside Xavi, and
He's not the most mobile to do the job of 3 men.
this is very true. So hopefully Saka have to come in, like tuck inside a little bit, and we'll just let Aubameyang attack that lovely bronze Spanish goalkeeper who has 35 speed.
Should we get into a game?
Let's do it, mate.
Here we are then, my triumphant return to FIFA 22. Playing against a man with no midfielders.
Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. This man's fast. And he's got the good finish.
Oh, Manan could have saved that.
All I'm saying, that has come from David De Gea in midfield. That's. I'm just going to put that out there, Andy.
It's poor defending from me, and it's poor goalkeeping from Manan.
Oh, nice. Oh, what a ball.
Oh, it's actually done a fallen over animation. Oh my god, are you joking me? It's Adama Traore.
He's unreal. That's all come from the rape. Oh, what a. Oh, no.
Come on,
Phil.
Instant reply.
Oh, no. Oh, my God, what a save. I've just been absolutely done. Nice, Xavi.
Oh, Xavi.
Told you, mate. My Xavi wants it. Oh, here we go. The danger man. Oh, he's just got too much pace.
I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. Oh my god, he's actually made the save.
Yep, ref, blow up, please. No, lovely. All right.
Your Nan's sick in goal. Mine's terrible.
That's just sometimes the luck of the draw, mate, you know? My one's just warmed up more. And Adama Traore is just causing you way too many problems. Oh, he's gone the wrong way. Give me Xavi. Oh, I've been spun. And he's not happy.
I'm not playing anymore.
Xavi! You can't be. What are you doing, lad? Oh,
Okay, I'm playing again.
I thought Phil Jones had blocked that as well. No, man.
Can't believe that didn't go in. I sat you down like 6 different times and he smashed it straight at the ball.
Delafeu was. I just did not enjoy that.
There's nothing I love more than a skill goal as well.
I hate conceding them because I look silly. No.
Oh!
Hoi. Woo! That's far too close for comfort. No, thank you. No, Lewandowski. Yes. Lewandowski. Yes. That is scammy, but we love it. Come on, Andy.
No.
That's literally come from that Bale chance as well.
How have I lost to a man playing 3-1-4-2 with 2 midfielders guessed?
Yes.
Oh,
Adama.
Adama's pissing me off, mate. Oh, he's jumped over the goalie and fell over. Oh, no. It was there to be won. He's jumped over the goalie and slowed down.
Oh, I love this. I love this game. It's just wonderful. I don't know what that was.
Rescue a discard, Andy. What is that? Oh, my Christ.
Come on. Oh, I scored 2 in the first 10 minutes and 2 in the last 10 minutes. How? I say Adama was good,
Gone
Andy.
very badly. That, literally, drill a pass, 1-2, you throw on goal. How fast is that man? Like, there's 99 pace and then there's him.
There's Adama, 199 pace.
So sad.
I can't believe the formation played as nicely as it did.
With
as well.
no midfielders as well, by the way. I am awful at this game. Get me back on FIFA 18. I can't believe I've scored 1 goal.
Neither can I. Are you still in the game so you can see how many saves my minion made?
No.
Ah,
I have raged the quit. And I'm ready for some discards.
Ooh, okay. So I've got 3.
3.
3, as many as 3.
Did Gareth Bale seem so good? I forgot he had 5-star skills as well. I wasn't really doing any with him. If that's the only time I get to use him, I know he's so sad.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a little bit of spiel, as Oakley would say, Andy.
Okay.
I'm either gonna do one of 3 things.
Oh, God.
Which is, I'm either gonna go for your front 3, your midfield 3, or I'm gonna go for both of your fullbacks and your cam. On this occasion, I'm going to go for your front three.
Why didn't I move him? It's Gareth Bale, Lewandowski, and Tomori.
Oh. So, you know how you got the dirty double on me earlier, Andy? Yeah. That's most certainly a dirty double for you, my friend. If I'd gone the midfield three, who would that have been? Would that have been like
Busquets, De La Feu?
Oh wow! Wait, did you not move anyone?
Yeah, well, yeah, you're Tomori at left wing, but
apparently
none of the important ones.
And both fullbacks and Cam would have been probably a blissful day.
Oh, poor Gareth.
It's all right, mate. He'll just go and play golf. It's fine.
Very sad. Right, there we are then. They're all there. Stuck doing an 85 times 10 because my clubs have been obliterated in terms of fodder. And realistically, it's just the sentimental value of the fact that I'm never going to be able to get that Gareth Bale or Lewandowski back. However, I would feel a little bit better if I packed like Timothy and Mbappe or something now. Make me feel better? No, it's Courtois.
To be fair, there still could be shapeshifters behind it.
It's about as good as that game.